Are you looking for the best GPU deals? In this video we will look at some of the best GPU deals. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. EVGA GeForce RTX 2060 Co Ultra Gaming with 6GB GDDR6, renewed. This RTX 2060 Co Ultra Gaming from EVGA delivers a sleek design with dual fans, plenty of cooling, and solid performance. The real boost clock is rated at 1680 MHz with 6GB of GDDR6 dedicated VRAM available. It offers real-time ray tracing for hyper-realistic graphics in compatible games and supports up to 3 monitors via DVI, HDMI 2.0, and DisplayPort 1.4. The all-metal pre-installed EVGA Precision X1 backplate takes the design and performance up a notch. Real boost clock, 1680 MHz, memory detail, 6144 MB GDDR6. Real-time ray tracing in games for cutting-edge, hyper-realistic graphics. Dual fans offer higher performance cooling and much quieter acoustic noise. Built for EVGA Precision X1 plus all-metal backplate, pre-installed. 3-year and EVGA's top-notch technical support. Free deliver us the moon game with purchase, while supplies last. Number 2. MSI NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 Ti Gaming X Slim 16GB GDDR6. If you're looking to do some mid-tier gaming on 1080p or some gaming on 2K but with lower graphical settings and refresh rates, then the RTX 4060 Ti isn't a bad choice. This version comes from MSI and has a triple cooler, which helps avoid thermal throttling, especially with its 2.55 GHz clock speed, which is already quite close to its base close speed anyway. That said, it only has 8GB of VRAM, which is perfectly fine for now and the next year or so, but it doesn't make it future-proof, as games require more and more VRAM to run, that is unless you don't plan to play the latest AAA games. Chipset, GeForce RTX 4060 Ti. Video memory, 8GB GDDR6. Memory interface, 128-bit. Output, DisplayPort X3 V1.4a/HDMI 2.1x1. Digital maximum resolution, 7680 by 4320. Number 3. XFX Speedster Merc 319 AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT Black 16GB GDDR6. If you want something that's solidly in the 2K resolution range, then the RX 7800 XT is a solid option that will see you hitting 100Hz or so, even with higher graphical settings. The RX 7800 XT competes with the RTX 4070 and actually does a better job of it, which might be a bit surprising given NVIDIA's general dominance in the space. This version from XFC has a triple fan setup and comes with a boosted clock of 2.56 GHz, which is pretty fast, although the big selling point is the whopping 16GB of VRAM, which makes it very future-proof. Chipset, AMD RX 7800 XT. Memory, 16GB GDDR6. XFX QICK triple fan cooling solution. Boost clock, up to 2430 MHz. Number 4. XFX Speedster Merc 310 AMD Radeon RX 7900 XT 20GB GDDR6. The second best card offered by AMD is the RX 7900 XT, which is at roughly the same level as the RTX 4090, with a ton of power under the hood. With a 2.53 GHz boosted clock, the RX 7900 XT is the way to go if you want a non-NVIDIA graphics card that's perfect for gaming at 4K. Even more impressively, it has a whopping 20GB of VRAM, making it a card that will easily last you 3 or more years into the future, especially since AMD has gotten a lot better with its own version of DLSS called FSR, has been a lot more competitive recently. Chipset, AMD RX 7900 XT. Memory, 20GB GDDR6. XFX Merc triple fan cooling solution. Boost clock, up to 2535 MHz. Number 5. MSI Gaming RTX 4080 Super 16GB GDDR6X Gaming X Slim. The RTX 4080 Super is really the graphics card that should have been originally released, with a great balance between performance and price, and while it has gotten a little bit more expensive, this deal helps get you back to where it should be. It has solid 4K performance for those who want to play the most modern AAA games, while also giving you access to the latest DLSS 3.5, as well as being more power efficient overall. The 16 GB of video RAM also makes it more future-proof, as games require more and more of it to run properly, so this should last you a few years at least. Sturdy design, a robust backplate with a continuous flow design reinforces the chassis, while on the inside, an optimized PCB provides high-quality electrical protection. Afterburner, take full control with graphics card overclocking software. Precision-engineered copper baseplate for GPU and square section contact heat pipes.